Just last year, Hyundai introduced their all-new Sonata, and we had a chance to drive that all the way from Alabama to New Orleans. But during that time, there were only two power plant options available. There was a 2.5 liter and the 1.6 liter turbo, and one was missing, and that's the hybrid, which we have here today. So today, it's all about the new Hyundai Sonata Hybrid. This new Sonata is all new, starting from the platform. It's a brand new platform. It's longer, it's lower, the wheels are stretched all the way out to the edges, so you have nice short overhangs, and it's extremely stylish, more than any Sonata that's come before it, in my opinion. In Canada, the Sonata Hybrid only comes in one trim level, and that's the ultimate top-of-the-line trim. If you're in the US, you get options for trim levels. Standard are LED headlamps with some of the coolest daytime running lights out there. When the car is off, it just looks like the chrome trim, and when you turn it on, the lights blend seamlessly into the chrome, completing what they call their dynamic lasso. It's done very well, and it's one of my favorite design features. The Hybrid Ultimate comes with 17-inch wheels, where the Gas Ultimate comes with 18-inch. I think that's more for efficiency and their aero wheels. Here's something cool and new. This Ultimate comes with a solar roof. Yes, the entire roof is made out of solar panels. So what does that mean? Well, up to an additional 1,300 kilometers of driving range, let's say, for your fuel economy. That's annually over a year. So it's not a whole bunch, and that also depends on how much you drive and how much sun you have. But hey, if you're just sitting here and the sun's out, it's gonna trickle charge some power back into those batteries. Why not? The rear LED taillights feature a light bar connecting at the bottom, and at the top they integrate perfectly into the built-in spoiler. I think this new Sonata styling is pretty impressive. However, styling is subjective. A lot of you might know Zach from Motormouth. He's a friend of mine. We were just discussing today, and I was expressing how much I like the styling, and he thought the complete opposite. So hey, take a look for yourself and tell me what you think. Do you like the styling? I'm going to go on the record right now and let you know that out of all of the hands-free trunk options that I've tested over the years, I think the Hyundai Smart Trunk is my favorite. You know the other ones that you kick under the bumper or you swipe to the side? Well, sometimes they just don't work, and you have your hands full of groceries or goods. With this Smart Trunk, you just stand right behind it and it beeps and it just opens. It's effortless, and it works every single time. So let's take a look at the inside of this Sonata. Way back in here, yes, because there is so much room, is the big travel trunk. That fits in horizontally or vertically. I could probably fit at least 3 of these in there. There's my camera bag, which is nothing compared to it. You do have a pass-through if you want to fit longer objects in. Now, there are a couple things I do not like about this trunk, however, is that there is no grab handle on the inside of the trunk lid, so you're gonna have to grab that trunk to close it. And also, there's no button or handle to open the trunk. I can't find one. Anyways, yeah, so you either have to use the Smart Trunk feature or you have to take your key fob out every time and hit that hold button to pop it open. So those are a couple little things. Walk away. First thing that I notice when I'm in the new Sonata Hybrid is that it's not as bright as I would like it to be, just because I'm filming, and normally I open the actual panoramic roof to let more light in. There is no panel roof on the Hybrid, or this Ultimate Hybrid, because of that solar roof. Make sense? Yeah, so there is a little bit of a compromise, but there is an advantage other than topping up your batteries with a solar roof. It's also lighter than the panel roof. Well, this is loaded starting from the 12.3-inch instrument cluster that you have behind the steering wheel, fan of that because I'm not normally a fan of the actual analog gauges from Hyundai, and the digital dash looks a lot better. And that's followed up by a 10.25-inch infotainment screen in the middle. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come with it, along with a lot of other features, like you get the 360 camera. But what I like about this 360 camera as well, it works in conjunction with the park distance control. So when you are approaching something, let's say it's from the front, whether it's a wall or a curb, the sensors go off, but it also initiates the cameras so you can really see what's happening in the front of your vehicle. A few years ago, that was only found on real high-end premium vehicles, and it's great to see this technology in a vehicle like the Sonata. This Ultimate comes with a Bose stereo. You also get a full color head-up display, a lot of information there. And what I like about it, it's not that big. Yeah, usually you think bigger is better. Well, I just got out of the new Mercedes-Benz GLE 450, and it has a huge display. It was so crisp, a lot of rich graphics. However, I almost found it too big. It was almost distracting. So really good on that. Then below you have very, very thin, elegant air vents. And this has to be one of the cleanest looking HVAC or heating control units out there. Really nice dials. You have integrated displays in each dial. So you have dual zone climate control. You have heated seats, leather by the way, front and back, and you have ventilated seats up front as well. The system's just so easy to use. The buttons are the right size. They feel good, and you have easy toggles. It's just the way that things should be. For accessories, you have a 12 volt and a couple USBs as well. You have wireless charging, and it has a fan built into it as well. So it kind of keeps your devices cool while they're charging. And as you can see, this has an electronic shifter, very easy to use there. I like the slot in between the two cup holders. You can put your phone in there, and in the middle console, it's average size, not overly too big or too small. Oh, I forgot. Also has heated steering wheel. Let's check out the back. The front seat is set for myself. I'm 5'10" and a half, and it's surprising how much room there is back here. My knees aren't even remotely close to the back of the front seat at all. And headroom, even though this has a coupe-like look to it, it doesn't really feel like it drops back very much. So it's more of an optical illusion from the outside because there's plenty of headroom back here. The seats are a little bit on the flat side, so I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of that, but there is a small hump in the middle, and there is one USB plug. It would be nice to see a couple there, but yeah. You got your armrests, your drink holders, room for 3 back here. It's pretty comfortable. Let's talk about the guts of this hybrid Sonata. Well, under the hood, it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, and it puts out 150 horsepower. And a lot of you have been requesting that I include if it uses premium or regular fuel. This uses regular fuel, and that is matched as well with a electric motor. It happens to be a 38 kilowatt electric motor, and that's powered by a 1.62 kilowatt hour lithium ion polymer battery. And I'm actually used to the LiPo batteries because I like to do RC things, and I know that LiPo batteries, they can be smaller and they pack a lot of punch. And when you get in this vehicle, when I first got in, it was just purely in electric mode, EV mode, tons of torque, and you can, even right now, the gas engine is on, and you can feel so much of that torque, but it also reverts to EV mode very easily. This Sonata can also coast. If you go into the menu, there are settings where you can adjust how easy it coasts. So if you want to even save more fuel in eco mode, you can go there. For the people that worry about hybrids and CVTs, continuously variable transmissions, well, this is equipped with a 6-speed automatic transmission, so it has a more conventional transmission. It does have those actual real shifting gears, so there's even paddle shifters on the steering wheel if you want to roll your own gears. If you go into the different modes, there's a smart mode, there's an eco mode. Well, if you go into the sport mode, we are just at a light right here, let me just Click it on sport mode. Of course, the graphics change with you, and the gears actually last a little bit longer, but it also gears down a little bit more aggressively. It's not a sports car. When you're not buying a Sonata hybrid to be overly that sporty, but it does make it a little bit more engaging. While we're at the light here, let's talk about there's an electric parking brake and auto hold. You can just take your foot off the brake, it'll hold for you, and hit that accelerator and off you go again. Now we're in sport mode. You can really feel that you are getting a little bit more out of the performance out of the Sonata, but of course that is going to come at the price of fuel economy, which is extremely good. I haven't gotten more than 6 liters per 100K, mainly because I've been filming. It's been just actually idling for a little bit here and there, and but just driving it normally, I'm averaging anywhere from 5 to just over 5 liters per 100 kilometers. And for the people that are not on the metric system, that's over 50 miles per gallon, and that's driving absolutely normal. You can hear how long those gears last on the sport mode here. We're just going over some speed bumps here, but the torque is absolutely instant. Also, this vehicle does not have adaptive suspension, but the suspension is tuned just right, I think, for a vehicle like this. It kind of cushions all the harsh bumps, yet it does not numb anything down. You still have a good feel to it, and that's mainly because of this new chassis. It's built on this superstructure, so a lot of high strength steel goes into this chassis here. This does have Hyundai's blind view monitor, along with a lot of Hyundai's safety technology, including rear seat alert in case someone's sitting back there and you forget about them. But the blind view monitor, absolutely great. You put the signal on, and on the left side you get a camera showing your left side, on the right side. And this all started with the Hyundai Nexo, their hydrogen fuel cell vehicle, and then the Palisade adopted that, and now you're seeing it in this Sonata. And it's a really nice piece of technology that I'm sure you're going to be seeing in all of their product very soon. One of the features that I loved when I drove this from Alabama to New Orleans is Hyundai's highway drive assistant and their lane follow assistant. It's essentially a semi-autonomous system, and you really can go long distance with it without any type of input at all. So you can go minutes at a time. A lot of the systems out there right now, you can go maybe 20-30 seconds. This one you can go for quite a long time, and then just a little bit of a nudge and it'll go for a long time after that. I was just in the Mercedes-Benz GLE 450, the brand new one, and with their Distronic Plus, that system and that vehicle is $107,000 as tested. And even that one, you had to actually put your hands on every 20 seconds or so. This one tracked and operated on the highway in semi-autonomous mode, just like the Mercedes, if not better, for a lot less money. The Sonata Hybrid only comes in front-wheel drive. If you want all-wheel drive, you're going to have to pick something else, but the natural competitor would have to be the Camry Hybrid. And they're very close in size, in specs, in fuel economy, and even in price. The Camry Hybrid's a little bit more, actually. And which one would I pick? You know, that's a real tough question. I do like the Camry. However, I think this new design of the Sonata, it looks fresher. I don't know if this design will age as well as the Camry, but it looks fresher. The technology is definitely fresher. You get nicer screens, more technology inside and out. And yeah, you know what? Back in the day, you would have to pay a huge premium to get into a hybrid compared to the gas version. The equivalent ultimate to ultimate of the Sonata, gas to hybrid, is only $1,500. That's pretty well the same. You know, it's not like it's $5,000. It's going to take you years to pay it off in fuel savings. It's practically the same price. If you're in the market for an intermediate sedan and you want something stylish, you want something with the latest and greatest in technology, and you want something that gets amazing fuel economy, you definitely want to look at this new Sonata Hybrid. Not only that, you're also getting a lot of premium features, but not with a premium price tag.